what, in your opinion, could have Mixer done differently, and where did they fail, specifically when it comes to supporting you guys and the community? And you can go all out. And
Yeah.
we'll start
Oh
with
shit!
Britni.
I
You can
got
go
tea
all
on
out.
this
You're
one.
in a safe space.
Britni, I know you got some tea. Britni, spill some tea before I spill some tea.
She got to pull up her tea bag right now.
I know, right?
She got back.
I mean, apart from how they broke up with us, like, I mean, what are we talking about, the overall platform, or just
What
how
do
they
you
cut it
think
off?
caused their downfall, Britni? Like, be honest, because I think I know what caused their downfall.
What is the word
Put
I'm
it
looking
out
for?
there.
Not visibility, but like, what's the word when they're like transparency?
Oh, transparency.
Transparency. I think they needed to be way more transparent with us, and like they would preach about how they're working on it and trying to be more transparent and this and that, but I feel like I didn't like. I would get an email saying, "Hey, you just got paid," and I'm like, "For what?" Like, I don't know anything. Like, seeing the difference of analytics on Twitch, I'm like, "Holy shit, dude!" Like, I didn't know anything what was going on. Like, oh, I don't know. You can go. I'll think about it.
Okay, I got some tea to spill on this.
All right,
because
I'm ready.
and this is no fault to them or their own. I think they made a big, expensive marketing blunder by bringing over Ninja and Shroud and Gathalion and Ewok. I think that was. I understand they were trying a bold new initiative and streamer-based marketing, but I think they spread their pocket too thin and their experiment failed. Because Mixer was growing. We were just a nice little streaming platform growing. Like before Ninja even had made that transition, my numbers did go up when Ninja switched over, you know? But I was pulling like a consistent 400 to 500 average before they came over. I was doing well, and the platform was slowly growing. I think they wanted like this surge of growth. But I'm a big firm believer in slow and steady. You know, I grew up a 90s kid playing GoldenEye and reading Where the Sidewalk Ends and the Tortoise and the Hare story, you know, where the hare sprints ahead and the tortoise just keeps chugging. Like, I'm a firm believer in slow and steady wins the race. And so when Mixer brought on Ninja and Shroud, it put way too much attention on our numbers. It put way too much media attention on Mixer. Yeah, it got the name out there, but now everybody was hyper focusing on our numbers instead of just letting us grow at our slow and steady pace. Because we were growing slow and steady. I could see it across the platform. Everybody's sub counts were growing. Everybody's numbers were growing. And I think a compounding factor of too much media attention, and then anything negative that happened, they couldn't solve it internally. It just like hyper exploded into the news. And then they spread their pocketbook thin. I mean, we saw the numbers come to light. I don't know if they're 100% confirmed, but we saw the numbers. Yeah, like 30 million for Ninja, 10 million for Shroud. And so you see that they're not doing as well as they should have been, you know, where they were averaging 5 to 10,000 viewers. And so that makes the negative look dim. And then you're an executive. You know, you're an executive at Microsoft, at the Microsoft level, and you're looking at a portfolio, and because you don't see people. We know that. We know CEOs and executives don't see people. They see numbers on financial reports. They don't see the Covent. They don't see the Britni. They don't see the community. They just see numbers. So I'm sure they probably saw revenue going out. They probably saw marketing dollars for Ninja and Shroud being negative like 20, 30 million. And they were probably deep in loss. And then so they're already thinking of a way out. Like, okay, we're losing money, you know. And I did listen to Shroud's YouTube video and Ninja's podcast where they explained they had a lot of plans before the coronavirus hit. They were supposed to shoot Mixer commercials, Xbox Game Pass commercials, and they were supposed to do a big marketing rush with them. So I definitely think the spending on those big superstars and the coronavirus started to accelerate, you know, what their thoughts were at an executive level. Like, oh shit, we're not getting any exposure out of them except for their tweets. We're not growing like we thought. And then you got the sexual allegations. Then you got the
Domingo.
the racist staff member. And then so now you're an executive at the Microsoft level, and you're like, okay, we're losing this fucking ton of money. Now we got sexual allegations. Now we got racial allegations. They were just like, fuck, cut it. Just cut it. And that's probably because it does look like they were planning something.
Yeah,
but
this doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, it looks like they were planning
transition.
something. And then with those final 2 check marks, they're just like, yeah, cut it. Just cut it.
So then now that you guys are on, go ahead, Narz.
I'm just going to ask, so do you believe this was something gradual starting back from the lockdown that kind of just progressively was inevitable for them to cut it off? But were you guys made aware of this beforehand, before they made this cut?
No, absolutely not.
No.
We were blindsided 100%.
The tweet that we were closing was our first acknowledgement. And that and that hurt. I mean, it hurt everybody. It hurt staff, it hurt community, it hurt other partner streamers and
Staff
streamers
didn't
alike.
even know until 20 minutes before the tweet went live.
Oh my God.
Everybody that lost their job there didn't even know. Like, not even just the streamers, just the actual staff didn't even know. Like,
it hurt us really deeply because we were very close to Mixer. They had flown us out numerous times to test insider features. We moved here for them,
Yeah,
like,
so
uprooted your whole life.
A lot of the things implemented on Mixer because of our
influence.
Our ideas were implemented. Like, we really helped shape this platform. We were really tight with them.
What do you think some Mixer partners or people who are aspiring to be Mixer partners, what do you think they need to do now to transition over to Twitch or YouTube to make that transition as smooth as possible?
I mean, first off, you got to be really, really transparent with your community on why you're moving and where you're moving. Because I did actually a little spiel about this on my channel last night. The whole Facebook thing, as Britni said, it kind of hurt because they were just kind of throwing money at us. Mm-hmm. The money thing should have been private. The fact that there was a money offering right off the top, we'll give you partnership and money, that kind of seemed just a little backhand to the face. Mm-hmm. And so first off, wherever you're going, whether you're choosing YouTube, whether you're choosing Facebook or Twitch or some of these young startup platforms, you have to be fully transparent with your community on why you're choosing it. Don't lie to them and say, you got to be open and say, hey, I'm going to Facebook because their staff is nice and because they offered me money and I do need the money right now. I do live off this, and I'm scared. So if there's money involved, you can't lie to your community and say there's not money involved, because they'll Google it. They'll find out. And then your community will be like, oh, so this whole time you said you didn't care about money, but now here you are taking the deal.
Yeah.
And then add to that, I mean, obviously it's smart, tweet it out there, post on your Snapchat, your Instagram stories, your Discord, because TikTok? You're going to lose people. Mm-hmm. I don't do TikTok. That's a whole nother, that's a whole nother thing right there. But you're going to lose people. That happens regardless. Your people don't like change. So you're going to lose people.
We did a lot of restreaming too. So the first couple days, we would just go live on Restream and just go wherever. You can go wherever, just connect your Mixer channel, and you're going to YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, just connect it, do a couple streams, just direct them. You go to Mixer right now, it looks like a rotting whale corpse, just left out for the birds. It's pretty sad to see, but everybody's promoting, where they're going and where to find them if you want to keep watching your streamer.
So then,
Now,
go ahead, Narz. Sorry.
No, it's okay. What are the challenges you guys are facing right now, having made the switch? Obviously, it's a different environment, it's a different community, but a lot of people who have been Mixer partners and then become Twitch partners, I know particularly Cooley, have gotten a lot of backlash for being partners on Twitch when they're actually Mixer partners. Have you guys had any of the same sort of experiences or facing some of those challenges as well?
So far it's been pretty optimistic. Everybody, because we're on Team Astro Gaming, we're on Team Logitech, and so they've been very vocal with their support of us. And any friends that we have that are on the platform have been in our channel subbing to us, they're vouching for us, and they're like, hey, dude, they're just gamers, just like us. They just lost their home. So far, everybody's been super supportive of us on the Twitch side because, like, as much as we loved Mixer and we gave Mixer our heart, Twitch is our home now. So we're ready to full send.